Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the sanctuary. And it's wonderful to be here with you guys today for this wonderful, beautiful Sunday afternoon now. Yeah, I made it here around 12:30 or so. And that's okay. I have been sort of just sitting in this space and sort of contemplating what the message is for this week and sort of receiving the energies and the downloads as to, what we're looking forward to. And I sort of see where it is that we're going. And so Sunday Soul Set is something that I've been doing in my private Facebook group, but now I decided to move it to YouTube. Just because I feel like it would be a better space and everything like that. And if you hear my cat running around, he's kind of got the zoomies a little bit. So he's kind of just been running and stuff like that. So that's what you hear. Well, now he's beside me. Yeah, my kitty's hanging out with me. He likes hanging out downstairs with me in my basket. But yes, this week I'm sort of feeling like the energies are all about the opening, or it's sort of the quickening energy. Here in a couple of days, on the 1st or 2nd, will be Imbolc, or also known as Groundhog's Day or Candlemas. So this is that time of year where we're midwinter, but it's starting to, in some places, depending on where you live and your region and everything, it may start showing early signs of spring. The goddess is still sort of has that energy of still being within the earth, but she's starting to stir. She's starting to awaken. And she's starting to get ready to leave her winter slumber, her winter cave of hermiting. And same thing with like that God energy. The masculine is growing in strength, and because the winter solstice is all about the sun being reborn, and Imbolc is kind of like where he is sort of leaving infant stage and sort of going into like that toddler, young child energy. So there's that very youthful energy to it in the masculine, and in the feminine, there's this quickening, there's this awakening. It's the lighting of the flame. Hi, welcome. Thanks for coming and joining me here today. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching me at, what you're up to today on this beautiful Sunday. And so, yeah, this week, and plus on top of that, with all of the planets now stationing direct and starting to move forward. Oh, wow, you're from Texas. That's cool. Welcome. So we have this fiery energy that's starting to sort of, it's like when your flame almost was like out or did go out or is really low, and now we're starting to reignite that flame. That flame is starting to burn brighter. It's starting to burn hotter. And so we can really feel that fire energy sort of growing and getting stronger and burning brighter within us and within nature and in the sun energy and everything like that, even though we're still in the middle of winter in the northern hemisphere. And what in the southern hemisphere, it's starting to move into fall. So it's that almost fall energy there, and here we're like almost spring, but we're still in that winter energy. But this is the time for us to start nourishing that glowing fiery flame energy within us and start planting those metaphorical seeds in our lives and for our future, for what we want to harvest in this year coming ahead. And you may, depending on what region you live in, this could be a time where you start planting your literal seeds for an actual garden, but in some areas it still might be too early, or you may wish to start them indoors and kind of start prepping and propagating and everything like that, to sort of so that when spring is here, you can move your garden outside. But in some places it still is probably too early for an actual garden and starting actual seedlings. But this is kind of the energetic of those seeds, those planting your manifestation seeds for what you want to see grow in your life and see manifest, and something that you can harvest at the end of the year. And it's such a beautiful time to really just harvest that light that's coming in, that's starting to grow stronger. And also, next weekend on Sunday is the full moon in Leo, so we're definitely waxing in that fiery energy. The energy is getting stronger, the light is getting brighter, and we're sort of opening up and expanding, and we're starting to build this momentum. It's going to be slow in the beginning. We might not, I wouldn't recommend rushing in and running and going straight forward, but sort of building that momentum and sort of just slowly getting into your stride, and not overdoing it, but you may find things sort of amping up. You're going to maybe see more things happening in your need for required responsibilities at your job. You may find, things are starting to get busier in the world around you. You may find yourself getting busier in your day-to-day routines. And you're going to just start getting that energy moving, because I kind of feel like with all the retrograde energy and the winter energy being very strong this year, it was very hermity. And when you've kind of been in resting mode or hermit mode for a very long period of time, and you've been doing a lot of resting and inner healing work and a lot of introvertness, getting going can sort of be a little achy in the beginning. It can sort of be like, oh, do I have the energy for this? So trying not to overdo it and trying not to push too hard, but still at the same time gaining that momentum and taking a steady stride forward. And, not allowing too much overexertion, because you don't want to burn yourself out, but also realizing that there is a quickness to it. There is a quickening happening, and to sort of just step into that and step into your power, step into your light, and plant those energetic seeds, those manifestations. And if you can, go out into nature and really connect with nature and find those signs of life awakening out in nature. Find that life awakening within yourself and stand in that. And so let's, be grateful for, let's practice gratitude this week. Let's practice a lot of gratitude and being happy for what we have, being grateful for what, making it through a tough, a tough winter, whether literally or energetically. I kind of feel like, there's a strength in what we're going through right now. We have to find some strength. We have to find the courage. We have to find that strong will, solar plexus energy, tapping into those sort of lower chakra energies with the creativity and the grounding and the willpower and the strength and the courage, like I was saying, to sort of keep that momentum going so that we can find that success later and allow the light to shine within us, burn brighter. I'm going to pull a few cards. I have a few decks here. We'll see which ones I decide to work with. And let's see what the energies are for the collective, what messages are coming through from the divine, from our higher selves, and from our spirit guides. Let's see what the messages are for us and what kind of energies are coming in and what we should work on. in this week ahead, as these energies grow in strength, as we grow in strength, as things quicken and move forward. Oh, wow. Wow. Sorry about the glare. We have the King of Fire, which would be the King of Wands. But the King of Fire is what we pulled for this week ahead. And as you can see, we have the Leo. We have a lot of fire energy. It's like total confirmation of everything that I was just saying. The fire energy is very strong. But also this bright yellow energy of this card is really tapping into that solar plexus energy, like I was saying. Tapping into that strength, tapping into the courage, tapping into your own personal power and your life force energy, and just wakening it up and expanding and growing your aura, strengthening that aura, standing in the sun, absorbing the sunlight, and just standing in your strength. That the Leo moon is what's coming up, and then this what's coming ahead. So it's sort of that culmination point of the end of the week. This is what we're moving towards. This is what's coming in. And it's very masculine in this card. So maybe we need to tap more into our masculine energy at this time. Masculine energy can come off very strongly, and that can help us as we move forward. We've been in that feminine energy very strongly lately, and it's been very receptive. Now it's time to, instead of pulling in, now is the time to push out and get into action and, really brighten that fire energy within us. Let's see what other messages are coming through for this week ahead for the collective. What messages are coming through? What do we need to know? By the way, I'm working right now with my Dreams of Gaia tarot deck, which I love this deck. Once I started using it, it's like, I just love the energies of this deck. It's a great deck. Oh, wow. And we have the Four of Water, the Four Cups. And here I'm sort of seeing he's looking into his reflection. There's sort of this mirroring energy that's coming through. And so there is going to be a moment where we have to step back and take a look at ourselves and sort of, it's interesting that we have this masculine water as well as this masculine fire. There may be sort of this need and this desire to move forward, or this would be what the universe is calling us to step into. But at the same time, we're still sort of being faced with our shadows, with our inner work that is sort of blocking us from moving into this energy. And this is telling me that we need to, sort of work through those blocks, work through those energetic, emotional things that are standing in our way, that are preventing us from becoming our fullest self. What are the challenges in your life that are stopping you from becoming your best self, from tapping into that fire energy? Sometimes when the water energy is strong within us, it can put out that fire. But don't allow your fire to get put out. Allow your fire to burn bright at this time, and reflect on those blocks that may be standing in your way, and do a little bit of reflecting if you have to. But, don't spend too much time doing the whole woe is me, I can't do this. This is a very mindset type thing. We want to work on that mindset that's going to allow us to, become our best self and, really use this year to its fullest potential, because it is a 7 year and there's a lot of, positive things that are going to come from this year. I feel really, really good about this year. Sorry, messages are popping up on my screen. So, and then here we have the Two of Fire. This can be showing a partnership or a conflict of some type. This could be, literal relationships in your life. This can show up as like people around you that you're working with, or someone that you're in a relationship with, or this can also be reflective of two sides of yourself, that inner conflict that you're facing. That inner conflict that you're facing, that you're should be reflecting upon this week, that's mirroring back to you. That's almost what it's showing to me, like it's the mirroring back of the self that you're having that inner conflict with, or may experience this week. And, step into being your best cheerleader. Be your, be your cheerleader. Be your own, hype person. Work on that mindset, work on that powerful energy, and be your best partner, and work on your relationship with yourself. And, don't allow those inner thoughts and inner feelings to hamper you. Oh, there was another card that was flipped over in here. I didn't even see that. Oh, and then the third, or the extra card that flipped over here is the Three of Earth. And I'm seeing here, this is very strong magician energy, also kind of like scribe energy. There's a lot of study. He's like studying his book, he's writing things down, and he's seeking answers. But, I also see a lot of, like I said, that magician energy, tapping into your own magic and doing that spiritual alchemy work, that deep work, and maybe sort of going beyond yourself for answers. If you are struggling with doing the self-reflection and being honest with yourself, maybe, doing something finding the answers outside of yourself to sort of reflect back to you what you need to know. Sometimes, if you can't hype yourself up, the best thing you can do is like go on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts or whatever, and just find, one of those inspirational video type things where it's all positive affirmations, or all positive, I'm going to get you going speeches, TED Talks or podcasts that are all about self-improvement, self-motivation, self-development, and how they encourage you and to find that inner fire and find that inner strength. Or if you have a good partner in your life that can be your accountability partner or be your hype man, but it's the finding of the answer I'm seeing here, and that's the messages coming through, And also here, because it is very earthy, there is probably that energy of, being grounded and not getting too carried away with the fire energy, to sort of nurture yourself at this time as well. Like I said, it's got this slow, steady energy. It's not a fast action type of week. It's more like a slow building of momentum. And so, even though things are moving forward and you kind of might feel like you want things to happen faster, or you're not going to see results right away type of thing, you might still find that there is progress, there is a moving forward, but it's just happening a little bit slower than what you thought it would be. But like there are still planets that are in that shadow phase of stationing direct and moving forward. So, even though things are moving forward, they're not moving forward super quickly, and it's giving you time to really build that muscle, because, that mental muscle, that energetic muscle to keep yourself going. If you haven't used those muscles in a while, they're going to be weak, and it does take a certain amount of stamina and a certain amount of endurance and to sort of, work yourself back up. You have to build that muscle memory back up. You have to set yourself a simple, easy, positive daily routine that is easy to stick with, that isn't going to overwhelm you. And once you start seeing results from that simple, daily, easy to execute routine, and you start seeing those positive results, you can slowly start adding to it and slowly start improving it so that you can start getting bigger and better results. I've kind of seen this, I remember hearing a little while ago that, like, if you just dedicate like 10 minutes of your day to improving yourself, you're doing, like, better than 90% of the population in whatever it is that you're going for. If you just spend 10 minutes a day every day for a year on one thing, you're going to be better than 90% of the people who do that one thing. So if you read for 10 minutes every day for an entire year, you're going to be better than you're going to read more than 90% of the population. If you practice something consistently and with dedication and consistency, you will see results, and it will make you better. And you might not see fast results or super huge results, but it'll still make you better than 90% of the others. So, what are you going to dedicate, 10, 20 minutes a day to, that's going to improve you, that's going to push you forward, that isn't going to overwhelm you, that isn't going to stagnate you? And I think I'm going to pull a card or two from Work Your Light Oracle. And, yes. Sorry, the glare. The card is very bright, but the card says yes. So if you had a question about something or was having a hard time making a decision about something, the answer is yes. Just say yes. And that's what it's saying too. It said, just say yes. Just say yes to yourself. Say yes to your own goals. Say yes to your mission. Say yes to, the positive energy. Say yes. Tell yourself yes more and no less, and just experience life joyously. And, allow the universe to say yes to you and say yes to your desires and open those doorways. Everything's moving, and you just have to claim it, and you just have to be in agreement with it. So if you're asking yourself a question or deciding on something, the answer may be yes, but also the answer is tell yourself yes. Tell yourself the answer is yes. And I love that because, yes is very encouraging. It's very opening. Let's see what other messages are coming through with this deck. Transformation. Things are changing on a cellular level. Deep healing. Wow. So this is a transformational period. Fire is all about transformation in the sense that, like, that's what fire does. Fire transforms things from one thing into another thing. It's creative and it's destructive. It transforms. And, this is the period to transform yourself. Say yes to your own personal metamorphosis. Say yes to your own personal transformation, and, grow into that. And realize that this inner healing is deep and within, and there's a lot of, or we've already done a lot of our healing work, and now is just a time to sort of allow the wounds to heal. I feel like we've already done a lot of our healing work over the last few months during that dark shadow retrograde winter time. We have done so much work the last few years that the transformation is now almost complete. The metamorphosis is almost complete, and we are about ready to emerge out of that cocoon. We're about ready to open our wings and expand our energies and open up and, you know, see the results of this healing. Birthing a new age. Wow. Look at that beautiful, you know, solar energy coming through here, this opening up. Like I was saying, it's almost like her aura is expanding and opening up and sort of creating a portal, standing within this, you know, this ring. But birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yes, this is what we're creating right now. Yes, I love this deck too. I really, really do love this deck. It's got some beautiful imagery, some beautiful messages, and it shuffles like a dream. But anyways, we really are sort of in that birthing stage. Like I said, Imbolc is just in a couple of days, and we are in that midwinter point, and you know, Imbolc does sort of symbolize that seed that is just starting to crack open, and the growth of the new sprout is going to start breaking through the surface of the soil here very soon. And so it's that birthing stage. You know, Imbolc itself means use milk or mother's milk, cow's milk. You know, there's different, but I think it pretty much means use milk. But it's that birthing energy. It's that mothering energy. It's that nurturing, you know, everything breaking open at this point. And that's what she looks like she's doing. She's breaking open. She's opening herself up. And even like right here, it's got this really strong opening up of the crown chakra. And also even on this card as well, there's also that crown chakra energy, that divine light energy coming down into through the crown chakra. And so I kind of feel like the crown chakra is what's opening up right now. Not just the solar plexus, but I kind of feel like our crown chakras this week are going to start opening up, and divine energy is going to come down into us and expand outward through that solar plexus energy. Sort of like it's shown here in this picture right here. That divine light is going to come down, open up the crown, and then continue to go down and open up through the solar plexus, and then down into the earth and connecting us into that earth energy. So this is huge transformation, this huge birthing moment for us, where it's almost like we've been pregnant with these things. And this can also bring about a lot of clarity. If you have been having trouble lately with sort of knowing what you want to do, or knowing where you want to go, what path you're going to be on, what's your journey, what's your mission, having a lot of that like existential crisis energy of just not knowing and not being able to see clearly through the smoke of our own minds, you know, having a lot of brain fog and just not really being sure. I kind of feel like the sureness is here now. The clarity is here now. The vision is here now. And all we have to do is just receive the information from, you know, our higher self, from the divine, and just allow the spirit to waken us, and we will receive all the answers that we've been searching for at this time. So yes, a big expansion. Let's see. I also bought this new deck. Well, it's new to me anyways. But I just got it a couple weeks ago. The Herbal Astrology Oracle. It's beautiful. I love this deck. It's very grounding. I love the colors of it. But I'm going to take a couple cards from here and see what energies are coming through from this beautiful herbal astrology deck, what kind of messages we need, what kind of healing plants we could be working with, or the energies of these plants. What does the plant kingdom have to say for us this week? Palo Santo, Guardian. This is a beautiful card. Has this like grandmother energy in the smoke. This ancient wisdom, guardian spirit is here. And it's just letting us know, I kind of seen ancestral energy, spirit guide energy. You know, it's very protective. And it's letting you know that you are being protected. That you have a very strong support system and a lot of wisdom around you, you know, in that spirit realm and within yourself. And, you know, to feel confident that you know, that you're not alone, that you do have that spiritual support, that spiritual wisdom and guidance, like I said, from the ancestors or from your elders, from, you know, people with more experience around you, and maybe to also cleanse and clear your space of all that old stagnant energy. Because one of the things that I also really love about Imbolc energy and this waxing energy going into this fiery full moon is that, you know, this is a great opportunity to clear out, you know, to begin that process of clearing out and resetting your home, resetting your space, resetting your life, and sort of just getting rid of all that old unwanted energy so that you can have a nice, clean, beautiful, you know, positive, high vibrational space for the universe to place all these things that you're bringing in into your life. You know, like they always say, out with the old and in with the new. Palo Santo is one of those you know, things that you use to clear spaces and to cleanse spaces, to protect spaces. But you are being watched, you are being protected, and to just stay in communication with the spirit realm. That wisdom is coming through at this time. And then we have Gato Cola. Gato Cola. It's a new one for me. It says higher consciousness. Also here in this picture, it's like, it's almost like it looks like a brain. This plant's pod sort of has this brain right here, and then right here it sort of looks like the pineal gland or the crown chakra is opening up. So this really comes into, well, and there's like neurons, sort of, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's like neurons here and all that stuff. So we're sort of seeing this higher frequency, this higher consciousness, this higher mind. Like I was saying with the other cards, how it's showing the crown chakra is opening up and waking up, and this is also depicting that. I'm not really too familiar with this plant. I would have to read it from the book, but I'm really seeing that. I'm really seeing to take the time to sort of meditate, take the time to connect, and allow that wisdom to come in, allow the mind to expand and open. Oh, and then the bottom of the deck, I just looked at it. It says stillness. Skull cap, stillness. So that's definitely something that's going to be required in order to open up this higher consciousness and to receive this message that's coming through for you specifically, is stillness. You know, even though things are moving forward and things are starting to quicken and things are starting to move into action and we're planting those seeds, taking that time to be still, to open up and receive. And of course, I dropped like half my deck. And then I'm going to pull a card from my animal deck, my Spirit Animal Oracle, and see what animal energies are coming through with spirit animals. This is another one of those beautiful decks that I love working with. I love looking through the artwork and seeing all the different animal spirits. The animal kingdom. What messages and guidance do you have for us moving into this week ahead? Dolphin spirit. This and that are true. This and that are true. This could be, you know, saying to that you may be in one of those positions where there's two different perspectives going on, like maybe in a disagreement or in a decision being made, or, you know, you're just stuck in sort of like a crossroads position and you're not sure which one is the right one, or, you know, who is right and who is wrong. But that it's saying this and that are true, meaning there's truth in both. So in a way, which one is right and which one is wrong. Neither is wrong because they're both right. But maybe it's also trying to say, you know, which one would be the best one is going to be the one that feels right. It's going to be the one that sparks you up. And also here at the bottom, it's showing the lotus, which also is the symbol of the crown chakra. It's that opening up and expansion. It says 20, but that's a 2. You know, that's also coming in strongly this week of the making of the decisions or partnerships and relationships. You know, so build that relationship up with your divine self. Build that relationship up with good people around you, with, you know, your relationship with yourself, but realize that you're not doing anything wrong. You're actually doing everything right, and you should just trust the process a little bit more, and maybe just, you know, like this dolphin, just leap with joy, leap with faith, and to not question everything so much. You know, we over question it and over analyze it, we'll stunt ourselves, and it'll take the joy out of life. So let's not think about it so much and just enjoy it and just have fun, and, you know, and just trust the journey. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling. I'm feeling like as a trust the journey type of energy that I'm getting here. And to just stay positive and, you know, not question everything so much. Just go for it. Just say yes, you know. And then I'm going to pull a card here or two from my Crystal Kingdom Oracle, just to see what kind of crystal energy is coming through this week. This will be my last one for now. But the messages coming through is really beautiful. I'm really feeling it. If this is resonating with you, let me know. Amylite, better with time. This is that fossil energy, that aurora, what do you call it? The snake that bites its own tail. I can't ever remember what that's called. But the snake that's eating its own tail is that never-ending circle, that never-ending cycle, that ancient wisdom, you know, that sacred geometry coming through. I kind of feel like this is really connected with that guardian energy, that ancient wisdom energy, that, you know, that cyclical energy that we're in right now, of the ending of the old and the beginning of the new, and sort of, you know, realizing that we're in a spiral dance with life. That we've done this before. We've done this many times before. This, you know, this spiritual alchemy journey that we're on, this metamorphosis journey that we're on, this journey of transformation, of life, death, and rebirth, that we've done it so many times now, and we'll continue to keep on doing it. And so even though things may feel like they're ending, they're also beginning again, you know, and we're going to continue doing this over and over and over again. We're in different phases and different seasons of our life, you know, and we're going to continue to learn more as we move forward, you know. But if we need wisdom and we need guidance, it's there for us to support us. Excuse me. And one more card for this week for the collective from the Crystal Kingdom. Ruby, you only more so. You have the Ruby card here. Beautiful heart, spider web, rose, opening and expanding the heart. But you only, but more so. That's beautiful. Just become more yourself. Be more you. Be more authentic. Lead from the heart, you know. choose to follow the heart. You know, the spider weaves the web, and that's what builds connections. That's what, you know, connects us to the world around us, connects us to people, you know. But there's so much that goes into the spider energy, and I would love to read more about that. But the opening of the rose, the opening of the heart, and to just be more you. Be more you. Be more in love with you, you know, and be confident in who you are, you know. And that's another thing with this Leo energy that is coming in next week on the full moon, is that, you know, the Leo is sort of connected with that heart chakra energy as well. It's not just solar plexus energy, it is heart chakra energy as well. It's that love, that courage that comes from the heart. And yeah, just be in the heart, expand the heart, open the heart, and just fall in love with yourself, you know. And maybe this the questioning that you have, the journey that we're on, and the journey that you're on, you know, if you just follow your heart more, you won't question it so much, because you'll know it'll be right, it'll feel right, you know. So that is my messages for this week. I hope that resonated with you and helped you. Let me know in the comment section down below if you enjoyed this, and what would be your affirmations for this week coming ahead. I mean, myself, I just feel the steadfast quickening of the earth, the steadfast quickening of the waxing of the sun energy, waxing of that fire energy, opening up the crown. I'm feeling this very much openness. And if you have any affirmations or any, you know, intentions that you want to set for this week, just leave them down below. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. And I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed, happy week ahead. And brightest blessings. Namaste.